Go ahead, try this again. Hopefully that little camera thing mean that I can't take a picture, which I'm not attempting to do. But anyway, if y'all already on here, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Uncle Dolemite or at Too Much Game Podcast. Follow me on Twitter at Yung Dolemite, YUNGDOLEMITE. What else? Cash App, YUNGDOLEMITE. Everything else, y'all already know the deal. Let's go ahead and start the show. Gunshots, cause it's been way too many. And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Yung Dolemite, of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the Boom Boom Room once again. Episode 99. It's been a long time, came a long way. Shout out to the homie from the plug for the sweatshirt, pandemic, cause everybody ever since COVID been cracking, it been money floating around the ghetto. So shout out to everybody getting that COVID cash. Slow week. A lot of shit going on, a little bit of shit going on. Moves getting made, rest in peace to the legendary Shock G. Y'all know how I do. A moment of silence. Man, sucks losing a OG like the legendary Shock G, man. Like, they say death comes in threes, and I really hope that be the case right now. Cause first we lost DMX. Then literally about a week later, we lost Black Rob. Now we saying rest in peace to Shock G. If y'all watching on YouTube, that's who I got behind me in the background. If you watching on Instagram Live, that's what I got going on in the background. Digital Underground. Shock G was like one of those dudes that was kind of like one of the pioneers of West Coast hip hop, Bay Area hip hop. He introduced the world to Tupac. He was like one of those musical geniuses, like one of those unsung heroes and shit. So shout out to Shock G, man. A lot of us who was raised like in the era that I was raised, I'm an 80s baby. So a lot of us in the late 80s, early 90s remember the Humpty Hump. That little rip, that little dance and shit. Shock G was the dude, man. It sucks losing a motherfucker like that. I think he was like 56. But to lose the motherfucker who introduced the world to Tupac, Humpty Hump, that shit just sucked, dude. Like especially in my age bracket, because like that shit just bring you the reality of your mortality. Seeing a lot of the motherfuckers that you was raised watching passing away, getting old, hair getting gray and shit. DMX, Black Rob, and Shock G. Shout out to all three of them legends, man. Rest in peace. What's going on, Jay Exotics? What's going on, Johnny White? All that good shit. But yeah, man. This was one of them weeks. Like, I ain't really have a lot of shit that I really like wanted to talk about. Other than the obvious that everybody's been talking about. Derek Chauvin was found guilty. That was a surprise. A pleasant surprise, but a surprise no less. It was a trip. Like a lot of people have been hitting me up throughout the trial. Like, hey man, you seen the George Floyd case? Something that I wasn't really a big fan about. Like everybody was calling it the George Floyd case, like George Floyd was on trial. George Floyd was the fucking victim of a murder. So you don't really call it the trial of the victim. It's the trial of the perpetrator of the incident, which was Derek Chauvin. And I'm hoping that they get all them other motherfuckers that was standing around as he killed George Floyd too, because them motherfuckers need to do time. They are accessories to murder. All them motherfuckers need to be locked up. So I'm gonna be looking forward to that shit too, as well as homegirl who killed Dante Wright. Like it's a few cops that need to be put on trial. Hopefully this is the beginning of a trend. I do want to see a lot of these motherfucking officers get prosecuted for these crimes that they committing, because this shit is getting the fuck out of hand. Like, especially because like right after the fucking verdict was read, a black girl in Columbus, Ohio, Ma'Khia Bryant, got killed by a motherfucking police officer. And people feel how they feel about that shit, but I'm gonna talk about that shit later. But back to the Derek Chauvin shit, because I do feel like that shit gotta get spoken on a little bit, man. Like, as far as this Derek Chauvin shit, I didn't really want to watch the trial. I would just get little bits and pieces of news from people, second and third hand. You know how I go. Me as a podcaster, I like to try to be up on what's going on in the world. Try to be informed so I can come in here and speak detail about certain shit. But as far as like this Derek Chauvin trial, I wasn't really tuned in that closely, because on some real shit, it just was one of them things. I like to protect my peace. I like to protect my mental health. There's just some shit that I don't want to let get into my motherfucking spirit. And if this case would have went any other way, man, that shit would have had me pissed the fuck off. It'd have been like watching Roots over again, or it'd have been like watching Zimmerman get acquitted again, or it'd have been like watching fucking Darren Devil fucking Wilson get acquitted again of killing Mike Brown. Like certain shit I just rather not partake in. Like me, I'm not a football fan no more, but like it would be like watching Raider games. Like the Raiders are fucking trash, my nigga. So me being a Raider fan, watching my fucking Raiders get they ass whooped, it's like, why would I subject myself to such mental torture unnecessarily? So that's kind of the reason like I didn't really tune in to the Derek Chauvin trial, because it's like, what I told the homie, if this motherfucker gets acquitted, I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off. But if he gets found guilty, I'm gonna be pleasantly surprised. I'd rather be pleasantly surprised, even though I wasn't paying attention, than watch that shit closely and be fucking furious when that shit is over with. Especially because leading up to that shit, I can't help but to get emotionally invested in that shit. And then if this motherfucker gets found innocent, I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off. Because from what I was hearing, because like I said, motherfuckers was giving me little updates throughout the course of the shit. Like, oh yeah, it's looking real good. It's looking like he gonna be found guilty. Oh, this evidence came out. Oh, the fucking defense attorney is weak. Oh, the prosecution doing their thing. And it's like, dude, I've heard this shit before. It's like, it looks like we gonna get a win, then it be some bullshit. So it's like, man, let me not even fucking get all invested in this shit, because it's it's just like watching a TV series or watching a movie or watching a fucking sporting event. Like it's like watching the Super Bowl when Atlanta played against the Patriots, and at halftime the motherfuckers was up by like 40 points and end up losing the game. I didn't want it to be no shit like that. Like I didn't want to be watching this trial and you looking like, oh, this nigga going to jail. Oh, he finna get locked the fuck up. Oh, we did it. Oh, the defense did they thing. Oh, it's looking good for us. And then this motherfucker get found innocent. And now we all pissed off. Now we burning shit down. Now we got to go back outside, tear shit up, loot Black Lives Matter signs and protests, and I gotta come in here and do a fucking episode again about some fucking injustice and all this old shit. Like I didn't want it to be the same shit over again. if this would have went in a different way. And it's funny because like I was watching Fox News. What's that bitch ass nigga? Not Sean Hannity, but the other one. Tucker fucking Carlson, his suck ass. But they was like, oh, this trial was like mob rule. It was the media. The media was the reason that he was found guilty. He was tried in the court of public opinion. He was tried in the media. And it's so funny how the fucking media is blaming the media. Cause y'all know I'm a motherfucking conservative, dog. Like, I'm Republican leaning in my political fucking spectrum, whatever the fuck. But it's funny to hear Fox News talk shit about the left media and the left media talk about Fox News like them motherfuckers ain't two wings on the same motherfucking bird. Like, oh, it was the media that did this shit. Like, come on, man, get the fuck out of here, dog. Like, this motherfucker was a murderer. That's it. Wasn't no motherfucking media that had to say that this nigga murdered somebody. We saw that shit on video. Like, it's crazy that these motherfuckers is trying to find a way that a white motherfucker is innocent of something that they did. Like, that shit is crazy to me. Like, the thing about these political motherfuckers, both on the left and the right, because both of them full of shit. Like, even though I consider myself to be a fucking conservative, I'm not the nigga that's gonna sit up here and tell you these niggas on Fox News ain't racist fucking bastards, because they are. I'm not the nigga that's gonna tell you that these Republican, what you call that shit, the politicians ain't full of shit, because they are. They some racist motherfuckers. Just because I agree politically with, policies and shit like that, don't make these motherfuckers less racist. They still dickheads and assholes. I just agree with certain policy. But anyway, this motherfucking shit was just like, the fact that it had to be such a big fucking case on a motherfucker who we saw kill somebody get convicted of an actual murder is really sad. On some real shit. More than anything, when you strip it down, the fact that I didn't want to watch this fucking trial because of the results that I feared would happen, it's fucking sad. The fact that I really, in my mind, when niggas was asking me like, this motherfucker, he gonna get found guilty, he gonna get found guilty. And just me being the realist that I am, cynical as it may be, possibly as negative as it may be, it's just fucked up the fact that I even thought that this motherfucker will be found innocent. Because that bitch Amber Geiger, even though she got convicted, she's appealing her shit right now. She's going to court to try to get her time reduced for killing both them John when she walked into this motherfucker's apartment, pretended that she thought it was her apartment and smoked this nigga. Like, it's crazy that these motherfucking police don't have no fucking level of accountability. I came in this motherfucker like a week or two ago talking about what's that bitch name, Kim Potter, who killed Dante Wright when she mistaked her fucking gun for a goddamn taser. Like, these motherfuckers is getting away with this bullshit like left and right. Cause to push it forward to, what I had talked about that had happened right when the motherfucking verdict of this trial came out. Ma'Khia Bryant in Columbus, Ohio was killed by a police officer. And that's kind of been like a big controversy on social media. You got your one end of the motherfuckers who saying he shouldn't have killed her. And there's niggas, black people, niggas, coons, regular niggas, some I seen halfway pro-black woke niggas talking about, the officer wasn't in the wrong for killing Ma'Khia Bryant. Me personally, I'm not gonna say I'm on the fence. I'm more leaning towards with this gun and taser bullshit. Like, the cops, a lot of times when it come to black people, they go for the gun first 99% of the time. Them motherfuckers going for the gun. Because in this case, devil's advocate argument to give you motherfuckers a whole backstory on why the side that feels like the killing was justified. From what I seen in the video, because when it comes to the police, dog, these some sneaky little sorry motherfuckers, dude. Like when it comes to shit like that that's caught on film, when they know they full of shit, it takes them a cool minute to release the video. Like when they know they in the wrong, it'll take like a month or two for these motherfuckers to release the video. But in this case, I feel like they felt like they was in the right. So it was like the next fucking day these niggas put the video out of this officer shooting her like 4 times in the motherfucking chest. Like the thing is, she was attacking a girl with a knife. 1 or 2 girls. I think the story was they said Ma'Khia called the police on the girls because I guess they was trying to jump her. But in the video, you can clearly see like nigga, she was trying to stab the shit out these girls. So the side of the people who say that the cop was justified in killing her is like, well, if it was my daughter that she was trying to stab, I would want the police officer to shoot her too. Okay, I see where you coming from with that shit. I'm not saying I'm agreeing, but I say that I understand your side of the story. If you feeling like if your daughter is in danger, you would want the police to do that shit to protect her. I fucking get it. But on the other hand, it's like, why the fuck does this motherfucker have to go for the gun? Because in this same situation, like nigga, I watched a video a couple weeks ago of some niggas in a fucking airport, and they was having a brawl. It was like 6 niggas fighting. This one officer stopped all 6 of them niggas. He put all them niggas on their back pockets with a taser. Bam, 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 bam. Tased all of them, nigga. They all on the ground, nigga. The whole crisis was averted, dog. Like those fucking tasers are effective as a motherfucker. So my thing is, why the fuck could you not at least try the taser? Nigga, that nigga hopped out his car. Stop, 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 stop. That nigga said stop a bunch of times. So I get it. Force got to get used in a situation like that because she was on a motherfucking warpath. Nigga, she was out there, nigga, putting in work with that motherfucking knife. Nigga, she was on some Jason shit. And that motherfucker coop. Because, from what I hear, the officer that did it was like ex-military, so he was able to, incapacitate her quickly. He put her down fast. But it's like, why the fuck do these motherfuckers never want to go for their taser when it come to us? Because I also saw a video this week of a motherfucker pulling a knife on the police. Nigga, I watched the video, nigga. I posted the video on my motherfucking page of a motherfucker with an M16 on his passenger seat. Cop pull him over, this nigga hop out. Motherfucking cop put the gun down, put it down, put it down, put it down. Like, what? Where's all these motherfucking guns and shooting when it comes to these white motherfuckers? I saw another video of a white motherfucker had a cop hanging on the passenger seat of the car and he driving off. Cops don't bust no shots when it come to white people. It's like them motherfuckers have all the patience in the world. They have the patience of a motherfucking 7th grade teacher when it come to white people. But when it come to black people, nigga, they become Yosemite Sam, nigga. It's shoot first, ask questions later. Like that's the fucked up thing in this case. And that's the thing that, like, when it comes to the motherfuckers that say that they agree with what he did to her, it's like, dog, I understand it in the sense of, if it was your daughter, would you want somebody to have compassion on a person that's trying to stab and kill your motherfucking daughter? I get it. But at the same time, it's like, when it come to black people, why does it always have to be the gun first? Why you can't try to tase us? Because granted, that shit that I saw in that airport, them was some niggas fighting. Them was black people. But it's like, damn, y'all motherfuckers like really act like black people are immune to the taser or some shit. Like, he could have easily tased that girl, nigga. Like, She was 16 years old. You don't think a taser would put down a 16-year-old girl? I get that she had a knife. I completely understand that. But at the same time, it's just a trip. Like, just to think about that shit. Because like I saw a video of some black dude, like, nigga, if it was my daughter and somebody was trying to stab my daughter, I want you to shoot her, whoop de whoop, kill her and all that shit. But it's like, damn, dude, why it always gotta be killed when it come to us? Because like with that same dude, like, if that girl was white, they would have tased her. Like, how would you feel if it was a white girl in that same position? Would you still want her to get shot and killed? And I mean this from the perspective of black people. Because it's like, we love to see niggas get killed in movies. We love to hear niggas get killed in rap music. Shoot the nigga, kill the nigga, pop the nigga, whoop de whoop de whoop. You don't really hear all that shit in music when it come to white people. You don't ever really hear no songs about killing white people. Motherfucker kill 1 million niggas in a song. Man, can't kill one white person. The crazy shit is, in rap music, the most hardcore of rappers, you don't even hear a lot of rappers talk about killing motherfucking police. They'll shoot 20,000 niggas in they shit. Motherfucking rappers be talking about killing their homeboys and friends and baby mamas and girlfriends and shooting up all types of shit. But they'll never talk about killing the motherfucking police. Like, that shit just crazy to me, dog. Like, what the fuck is a black life worth nowadays? Like, you just hate to see shit like that. Cause from what I heard, after that fucking verdict got read, I think they said it was like 5 killings of unarmed black people right after that motherfucking verdict got read. Like, that shit is fucking crazy, dog. That's a fucked up trend. And that's one of them things, like I be telling motherfuckers, nigga, I always try to remain cool and compliant around them motherfuckers. I do not want to give these motherfuckers no opportunity to smoke me. I don't want to leave these motherfuckers no gray area for them to get off if they ever smoke me. Cause just like with this whole little trial of Derek Chauvin in the George Floyd incident, like, there was no defense for this motherfucker. As much as they try all the stupid ass shit in the world, bringing up all the dumbest of shit, they try to blame this shit on drugs. They try to blame that shit on fucking pre-existing conditions. Nigga, they even try to say that it was carbon monoxide from the exhaust of the police car that killed this nigga. Everything but a knee on this nigga neck for 8 fucking minutes. Like, just the fact that you motherfuckers are trying to defend some bullshit like that. And I get it, it's the job of a lawyer. But like, god damn, like, what the fuck is right and wrong these days? Like, does that shit even motherfucking exist? Like, that shit is dumb as a motherfucker to me. But like, just in the shoes of a motherfucker that's dealing with the police, like, if I get pulled over by the fucking police, or I get into an altercation and the police gotta get called, like, black people, dog, and I get it, I completely understand, we should be able to yell at the police like the white people do. We should be able to tell them, I have rights and you can't do this and you can't treat me this way. I get it, we should be able to do that. But we don't live in a should world, dog. We live in an is world. It is what it is. It is fucked up, but that's what it is. When you dealing with the motherfucking police, dog, comply. Be cool, my nigga. You look way better in the motherfucking courtroom than in the casket. You way more effective when you suing the police than when them motherfuckers is trying to deliberate on whether or not they was justified in blowing your goddamn brains out. Like, watching that fucking video of Ma'Khia Bryant, man, that shit was disheartening, my nigga. Because whenever you hear of the police killing an unarmed black person, even though she wasn't unarmed, she had a knife, but just in general, my nigga, when you just hear about the police killing a fucking black person, me personally, my immediate thought is fuck the police. They was probably wrong. Because a lot of times they are, dog. Because like I said, nigga, when it come to us, they always say they feared for their life. Like we literally the motherfucking Avengers, my nigga. Like anything we reach for gotta be a gun. Even though statistically, we know, dog. You know, any motherfucker that lives in an area where there's both black people and white people, know. Nigga, white people got way more guns than black people. All over the country. I ain't just talking about California where, you know, our gun laws is crazy as fuck and it's kind of difficult to have one. You can't really carry them motherfuckers around and shit like that. But nigga, most white people I know got a gun. I know a million white motherfuckers with a gun. I don't know as many niggas with a gun. And I'm from a goddamn gang. Like nigga, that's the crazy part of this whole shit. You know, like you would think that the stereotype of black gang members is, oh, they all walk around with guns. Nigga, I know a million gang bangers. Nigga, don't even got access to a motherfucking gun. I know a million motherfuckers in gangs ain't never shot nobody, don't got a pistol, don't nothing, my nigga. Ain't never done none of that shit. But white motherfuckers, all white people got guns. Nigga, whenever I meet a white motherfucker over 21, I know for a fact he got a gun. But when it come to police and a nigga, they just assume our black skin is a weapon. Wrong goddamn button. But like that shit fucking sad, dog. Whenever it's a incident with black people, it's literally like, my nigga, like when the dispatcher called and once they say that it's a black person, nigga, them motherfuckers already unsnapping they motherfucking right hand. Like nigga, I've been pulled over and the motherfucker walking up to my fucking window with his hand on his gun. And it's like, this shit is fucking crazy. The fact that living in the United States, dog, your black skin is literally treated like a weapon. Like we don't get the privilege of the taser. Because this is something that I talk about with white people, my nigga. Like when it comes to the white people that look at that look at white privilege as it's some type of mythical bullshit that black people just made up one day. Like, oh, white privilege doesn't exist. I have to work hard just like you. If I commit a crime, I'll be prosecuted just like you. White privilege doesn't exist. That's just something that black people are saying because you're lazy and you don't want to take accountability for your actions. Nigga, a taser is white privilege. Like, my nigga, the fact that you can get pulled over by the police and the only thing you feel is annoyance. The only thing you feel is inconvenience. That's white privilege. The fact that you can literally cuss a cop the fuck out with no fear in the world. The fact that you can tell the police, I have rights, motherfucker. My father will have your fucking job, asshole. I'm late for work and it's your fucking fault, you fucking dickhead. Like, y'all motherfuckers talk to the fucking police like they y'all goddamn kids. Like, white people literally look at the police as public servants. Like, white people talk to the police like they talk to a waiter who just fucked their order up. Like, when a white person get pulled over by the motherfucking police, it's literally like a nigga at McDonald's. You specifically said you didn't want pickles and they gave you extra pickles. That's how the motherfuckers talk to the police. Like, you fucking doing 90 on the freeway, you get pulled over and shit. And the cop is like, do you know why I pulled you over? No, motherfucker, why'd you pull me over? You were doing 90 in a 65. I was in a fucking hurry, goddammit. Give me my fucking ticket and get the fuck away from my car. That's how you motherfuckers talk to the police. And to y'all, that shit is regular. Like, to a black person, my nigga, if a black person is sitting in the passenger seat of a white motherfucker talking to the police, Like, we gonna be shook. Like, this nigga cussing this cop the fuck out. Matter of fact, perfect fucking example. The way white people talk to the police is like how a black person watch a white boy talk to his mama. Like, us as black people, any of y'all, if y'all had white friends growing up, because black people, we do not talk to our mama fucked up. That shit is like the cardinal sin, my nigga. That shit like the unpardonable sin in the Bible. No nigga will talk to his mom fucked up, because we know you talk to your mama fucked up, you gonna end up in a goddamn casket. We don't talk to our mama fucked up, my nigga. White people, y'all niggas talk to your mama like she your younger sibling and shit. Like, where's my fucking dinner, bitch? What the fuck are you doing, mom? Get the fuck out of my fucking room, mom. Like, y'all motherfuckers talk to y'all mama fucked up. And that's the same shit with the police, my nigga. Like, white people will talk fucked up to their mama. White people talk to the police fucked up. Niggas, we know. You don't talk to the police fucked up. You don't talk to your mama fucked up. It's a crazy ass parallel, but I literally just thought about that shit right this goddamn second. But that's what the fuck it is, my nigga. Like, that's white privilege. Not really being able to talk to your mama. That's just some bullshit. Like, I had a white motherfucker who I considered a friend in high school, and I used to really check him about that shit. Like, I almost fucked his ass up one day, cause we was in the car and this nigga was talking to his mama all fucked up, and I just don't get down like that. Like, I don't even like seeing that shit when I'm not involved. Like, that nigga mom, I think she was like on pills or something, and that motherfucker's like, oh, you're a fucking pill popper, mom. Fuck you. You know, we gotta go to the fucking basketball court, mom. Fuck, goddamn it. Takes to the fucking basketball court. Like, that nigga talking to his mama like she ain't shit. And I'm like, dog, that's your mom. Fuck her, dude. She's a fucking pill head and all this shit. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna beat your ass, man. Like, quit talking to your mama like that, dog. Have some goddamn respect. Like, I don't know how these motherfuckers raise their goddamn kids on some real shit, because it's like they don't have fucking respect for nobody. Like, and again, that's like white fucking privilege. Nigga, the fact that y'all motherfuckers can really just feel like you can talk to anybody any old way and think that there's no fucking consequence for that shit. Just like these motherfucking Karens that walk around just talking to people fucked up left and right. My name is fucking Vanessa, and I'm a goddamn citizen, and this is my land like it's your land, and you need to get the fuck out of my fucking parking spot because I'm fucking Vanessa, and that's what it is. Like, bitch, who the fuck are you, my nigga? Like, we not even raised like that in this motherfucking community, to just be talking to everybody all stupid and fucked up. But these motherfuckers, they talk to the motherfucking police fucked up, just like how they talk to their mama fucked up. And it's like, damn, like, y'all motherfuckers really ain't got that lesson in life. You know, because this is like my thing. A lot of times when I see people with a reckless ass mouth be talking slick to people, getting at motherfuckers all type of disrespectful, something that I always say about him: this nigga ain't never been punched in his motherfucking mouth. That's white privilege. A lot of these white motherfuckers ain't never been punched in their motherfucking mouth. The reason y'all talk to y'all mama like that, cause your mama ain't never punched you in your motherfucking mouth. The reason y'all talk to the police like that is because you know the police ain't gonna punch you in your motherfucking mouth. But us, we don't got that privilege. Us growing up, talk to your mama stupid, she gonna knock your motherfucking tooth out. Same with the police. We talk to the motherfucking police, he gonna knock your motherfucking tooth out. And that's if you lucky, cause you nigga, you see how it been going nowadays. Shit. The fact that the fucking Black Lives Matter movement fucking exists is because talking to the police fucked up could be a goddamn death sentence. You know, rest in peace to Sandra Bland, because all Sandra Bland did was talk slick to the motherfuckers and end up dead. You know, because like that's one of the things. You know, like I always say, remain calm, remain compliant. And this is the thing, like, this is why the shit is so fucked up. Because it's like we shouldn't even have to go through no shit like this. Like, it ain't even right, the fact that we got a whole different fucking rule book when it come to dealing with the police than these motherfuckers got. And it's weak as fuck on some real shit. Because, like, I don't even like to be the nigga, because, like I be talking about, we don't live in the should world, we live in the is world. So I don't give advice based on what shit should be. I'm not even the nigga that'll sit there with the niggas who post videos all day of a white person getting away with doing some crazy shit, and then a black person getting fucked up over some little shit, because that's what it is, and we understand that already. So it ain't up to me to point out the motherfucking difference. My thing is, how the fuck are we gonna find the motherfucking solution? Like, that's my big thing on all this shit. The reason I don't do that shit, because I used to do it all the time. Every time something happened where the police to do some slick shit to a black person, I'll be the nigga that'll, like, find a video of a white person getting away with some crazy shit and being like, look, white people, it's different. Look at how different it is. But it's like, nowadays, nigga, like I keep telling motherfuckers, like, no longer will I sit up here and try to explain to white people that it's different, because they know. Like, that's something that a lot of motherfuckers, like niggas especially, like the niggas who try to educate white people on white privilege, I don't do that shit no more. Because at this point, I know they know. Any white person that denies white privilege, they know they just playing dumb. You don't gotta educate white people on racism no more, nigga. This shit been around for thousands of years, dog. Racism is as old as white people, because white people invented it, my nigga. Racism is white culture. Like, nigga, that's they shit. You don't gotta fucking educate no white motherfucker on no goddamn racism. As much as they try to pretend they don't know, pretend they don't understand, what can I do to combat racism? Oh, I didn't know it was this bad. Oh, how could I be so blind? Nigga, you wasn't blind. You know exactly what the fuck going on. And that's the fucking thing. Like, these motherfuckers know what's going on. They just play dumb. Because it's just like when you playing Monopoly and you gotta fucking say you start the game, everybody in Monopoly start. I ain't played Monopoly in a long time. So let's just say hypothetically, everybody start with $1,000, right? And you just happen to have $2,500 while everybody else started with 1,000. Let's just keep that shit 1,000. Are you really gonna tell these niggas that you got 2,500 while you know they all started with 1,000? If you in a fucking a car race, but y'all can't see where everybody is, but for some reason, nigga, you lined up 20 feet ahead of everybody, are you really gonna tell them niggas, hey man, you put me in the wrong place, my bad? Or like, you pay for something and they give you your change and they gave you way more money than you supposed to have? Are you really gonna tell them? That's how I feel about white people with their fucking privilege. They know they have it, but in order for it to feel fair, they pretend that they don't know that they got the privilege. They pretend they don't know that they have the advantage. So they tell you to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Or when you get pulled over, they say, well, all you gotta do is comply. If you would have complied, the cops wouldn't have shot you. If you would have did what you were supposed to do, if you weren't out fucking doing crime all day, you wouldn't have got killed by the police. And like I said, my nigga, just as many videos as we see of white people doing bullshit to the police, they be seeing the same videos. A lot of them motherfuckers have been in incidents where they have done some shit that a nigga got killed for. Like, the same video they see of a nigga hopped up, got shot. Oh, I thought he was reaching for something. They done did all the same shit and walked away scot motherfucking free. But they look at you and point at you and say, well, if you weren't reaching for the officer's gun, you'd still be alive. Even though we've watched videos of white motherfuckers whooping the cop ass, taking the gun from a cop, shooting the cop, and all types of crazy ass shit. But these motherfuckers got that privilege, nigga. They got the privilege to act like a motherfucker who ain't never been punched in the mouth, cause they ain't never been punched in the motherfucking mouth. But us as black people, my nigga, like, we gotta move like we dealing with a motherfucker that wants to punch us in our motherfucking mouth, because that is the case. When that shit happened with Ma'Khia Bryant, you don't think that cop already had in his mind, I'm gonna smoke a motherfucker today? Oh, these motherfuckers done got my boy Derek, nigga. They done arrested Derek. Nigga, I know that motherfucker probably couldn't wait to smoke some motherfucking body. And in this instance, the shit that fucks me up is it look justified. She had a knife. She was attacking people. Nigga, when they take this motherfucker to court, they gonna treat it like a fucking open and shut case. Because when it comes to these white motherfuckers, white supremacists and whatever the fuck you want to call that shit, it ain't even about right and wrong. It's about good and bad, my nigga. It looks pretty good, even though it's bad. And it ain't even really good and bad. It's more like better or worse. Like, this is something that kind of been fucking the whole world up. Like, this is something that fucks society up in general. The better or worse culture over right and wrong. Like Dave Chappelle, like, I was watching Dave Chappelle fucking interviews this week. Just, I don't know. He's a goddamn genius, and I got a lot of respect for Dave Chappelle. But like, it was something that he was saying that kind of like stuck with me this week. He said it's better to move on good and bad than better or worse, because you easy to control when you deal with better or worse, like a mouse in a maze. But those who move on good and bad know that they in the maze. Which basically is like, right from wrong. When you know right from wrong, you move on. This is right. This is wrong. It is what the fuck it is. But when you move on better or worse, you'll take something that's wrong just as much, or just because it's a little less wrong than this. Even though they both wrong, that's less wrong. So I'm still gonna fuck with that. Like, back to my shit that I know certain motherfuckers who probably listen to this is annoyed with at this point. But like, with this whole bullshit between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, when everybody said that they was taking the lesser of the two fucking evils. And I'm a fucking student of Malcolm X, dog. Like, that nigga's a religious figure to me. So it stuck with me when he said, don't go for the fucking lesser of the two evils, because at the end of the day, they both evil. This is the reason that I sat the fucking vote out. This the reason I always been telling niggas to sit the fucking vote out. Because as much as y'all niggas was jumping up and down when Joe Biden won, oh, we got Joe Biden. Now Joe Biden telling you to kiss his ass and suck his dick and all this good old shit. Like, oh, well, at least we got Trump out. We got the lesser of the two evils. No, the fuck you didn't. You got evil. If you got evil, you got evil. You don't win when you get motherfucking evil. And that's the fucking thing. It's like, nigga, in this culture of society, it's like, nigga, we rather take a black eye than not getting hit. It's like this. This is like what happened in the election. Like, this is what happens in life, and this is something I had to explain to one of my coworkers and shit when we was talking about voting. I'm like, my nigga, what if I tell you, nigga, should I sock you in your left eye or your right eye? You say, sock me in my left eye because I can see better out of my right eye. All right, now sock in your fucking left eye. What if I told you that you could have easily said, just don't fucking sock me. Now you got a fucking black eye for nothing. And that's what we going through in society. Like, we would rather just take something that's fucked up than backing out of it all the way. And this is, like I said, nigga, just society, period, my nigga. Like, we rather just take something that's fucked up because it's a little less fucked up than some shit that's all the way fucked up, than just backing out of the whole shit in general. Like, I just hate that shit, dog. Like, this lesser of the two evils fucking argument of anything in general. I just don't like that shit. Like with the whole Ma'Khia Bryant shit. Nigga, we just gotta do fucking better, my nigga. Like, I don't even know what the fuck we gotta do at this point. Like, I've given my little suggestions on what we should do when shit like this happens. Because honestly, it's a worst case scenario thing, dog. Like, what the fuck is your child's life worth when it come to shit like this? Like, a lot of times we be talking some hell of a gangsta ass shit, cause like my cousin put in the fucking the comments, smoking 23. Like, it's these little niggas in Florida beefing in Jacksonville, these little rap motherfuckers. I don't know their names. I ain't even finna get these niggas no promo on this shit because it's a fucked up situation. But these little niggas in Florida going back and forth on some dissing each other dead homie shit, which is kind of like the trend countrywide when it comes to this gang banging shit. Like, little niggas dissing each other dead homies, going back and forth. We kill 3 niggas, y'all kill 2 niggas, then y'all come back and kill 3, and it's going back and forth. But being that shit is happening in Florida, y'all niggas doing all that killing in Florida, but Zimmerman's still alive. Like, I hate to see that shit, my nigga. Like, we get all these motherfuckers who see they babies get killed by the police. If your baby got killed by a black person, nigga, you gonna strap up and ride. You gonna want to go kill up the whole block. Nigga, when it comes to a black person killing your child, you go get a gun and shoot up some shit. When it comes to a black person killing your brother, your homeboy, black motherfucker kill your partner, black motherfucker just kill a nigga that lived in the neighborhood you live in that you ain't got much connection to. You gonna go shoot up some shit. The police kill your partner, you gonna go grab a sign, go do a little march. Nigga, you gonna get on social media, say Black Lives Matter and hashtag, and we all about peace when it come to them. And Zimmerman ain't even a motherfucking police officer. That's the part that fucks me up. I could see if it was a cop, because us as black people, like, we got a fucked up relationship with the police because we understand these niggas is militarily backed. So if you knock one of them down, you gonna have to deal with the rest of the force. You gonna have to deal with the power of the government. These motherfuckers is government sanctioned gang on some real shit. These motherfuckers is just as much a gang as the gangbangers on the street, but they got the government behind them. So that's what gives them the advantage over the average street nigga. Because like us as gang members, us as street niggas, we understand. If I shoot a nigga in the street, as long as it ain't no motherfucking weapon or no witness, I could get away with that shit. But if I knock a police officer down, nigga, they gonna comb the globe for me. And I understand that shit. Fucked up system, but that's what the fuck it is. But at the end of the day, a motherfucker smoke your baby, nigga, what is it worth to you, my nigga? You really gonna let that shit slide? Because if it was a nigga, you wouldn't let that shit slide. So why you letting it slide when this motherfucker do it? But when it comes to the Florida shit, Zimmerman ain't the goddamn police. Zimmerman just as much as a motherfucking knucklehead as anybody. Why y'all let him slide? Y'all niggas making all these diss songs. Y'all niggas sliding, shooting Dracos in motherfucking crowded parking lots, and shooting up funerals and pissing on fucking grave sites and kicking over niggas' candles and some more shit. but Zimmerman's still alive. Like, how gangster are you if Zimmerman's still alive? And that's like the whole black motherfucking community, like, just on some real shit. Like, some of these motherfuckers doing some shit that's way more fucked up than these niggas is doing. Like, nigga, we got real motherfucking ops. Like, fuck the nigga around the corner. The nigga around the corner, like, a lot of these street beefs is start by a nigga fucking somebody bitch, or a punk ass argument that happened years before a lot of us was even born, and we still shooting at each other behind that shit. But these motherfuckers come in our neighborhoods, you know, push us on the ground, disrespect our women, disrespect us, talk shit about your hood, and do all that shit. And what you gonna do? Sit there and take that shit. Like, we let the police get away with all type of bullshit, you know. And just like I said about white privilege, my nigga, these motherfuckers get away with that shit because they ain't never been punched in their motherfucking mouth. That's the thing. Like I say with any disrespectful motherfucker, when a motherfucker is disrespectful and reckless and just moving the way they want to move and just doing little punk ass shit all the motherfucking time, it's because they ain't never been punched in their motherfucking mouth. You see the little white kid run around the store, knocking shit over, talking fucking reckless to his mom and shit. Fuck you, mom, suck my dick, you're a fucking bitch. Fuck you, I want some fucking Wheaties, go get me my motherfucking cereal, bitch. It's because she not whooping his ass. Us as black people, the reason we don't talk to our mama fucked up, cause we know, nigga, mom gonna knock us the fuck out. Nigga, mom gonna knock us in the next week. Nigga, she gonna knock an eyebrow off our motherfucking ass if we get to talking slick like that. That's accountability, my nigga. You know, like, motherfuckers is reckless as hell when they not held accountable for their motherfucking actions. These motherfuckers reckless as hell because they not being held accountable for their actions. You know, Derek Chauvin was a step in the right direction. This motherfucker got held accountable. Would I call that justice? Not exactly. You know, he was convicted, but I'm still waiting to see what the fucking sentence gonna be, because that's gonna be the real kicker. You know, he got found guilty of what? Second degree murder, second degree manslaughter, some shit about being like negligence or some shit, like reckless negligence resulting in death or some bullshit like that. But we gonna see what type of time he get. You know, that's gonna be interesting. But at the same time, like, that's accountability. You know, shit like that will put motherfuckers in the headspace where they may not do it again. But like, a lot of these police shootings won't stop until that becomes the norm. You know, when they start to treat these police shootings as murders and not just fucking work oopsies, a lot of this shit'll slow down. But the thing is, my nigga, this is something that us as people might have to really start checking. Because like what I had heard them motherfuckers say on Fox News, like, this is mob rule, this is mob justice. You know, he was found guilty more because they were afraid of the riots than because he was actually guilty. You know, like, that kind of stuck with me. Like, that was something that kind of like piqued my interest when I heard them say that, because that's what power is. The ability to hold a motherfucker accountable. You know, like, I've talked about this shit on maybe 1 or 2 episodes a while ago. Power is the ability to reward or punish. And when you have the power to sway a jury, that's real power. When a motherfucker like Derek Chauvin does that, and these motherfuckers are so afraid of what you gonna do if he's found innocent that they'll find him guilty, that's real power. I like that shit. Like, as much as they was talking like shit like that, like little shit like that, is like, oh, y'all showing y'all hand now. You know, because like, motherfuckers really turned up behind George Floyd. Like, it wasn't no regular little protest, signs and shit. Niggas went burnt the motherfucking police station down. Like, niggas turned the fuck up. And that's the thing, my nigga. Like, motherfuckers got to be held accountable for their goddamn actions, or they gonna keep on doing that shit. Like I said with the fucking example of the little kid in the store tripping the fuck out because he ain't never been took the fuck off on. The reason white people talk to the police how they talk to the police, because the police don't get at them how the police talk to us. The reason we be having act right when it comes to the police is because we know, oh, this nigga smoke me. Like, I done talked to white motherfuckers who I was cool with growing up about that shit. Like, nigga, I can't talk to the police how you could talk to the police. The same way I can't talk to my mom how you talk to your mom. I talk to my mom fucked up, my mom gonna bust my ass. I talk to the police fucked up, police gonna bust my ass. You, white person, talk to your mom fucked up, nothing happens. Talk to the police fucked up, nothing happens. Like, white people don't have no fucking sense of accountability, my nigga. Like, these motherfuckers just walk around entitled. Like, they really have this sense of, I'm white, so that's just what it is. Like, I'm white in America, so I could talk to anybody fucked up. Like, this the reason, like, I just watched a video today, yesterday, some shit, where this motherfucking black girl, fucked this Karen up and broke her hand. And it was some crazy shit because it was like a typical Karen situation. Bitch was talking all the way out the side of her neck, wild as fuck, to this black girl, getting all in her motherfucking face. And once she got in her safe space, nigga, homegirl hit her ass with that fucking Maurice Jones-Drew stiff arm, like, huh. Put her ass on her motherfucking back pockets. And she did what Karens do. Shit, a lot of white motherfuckers in general, my nigga, she went into victim mode. Oh, she pushed me. Oh my God, she assaulted me. I'm gonna call the fucking police, dude. Like, bitch, that's what the fuck you get, my nigga. That's what accountability is. You get in my motherfucking face and I punch you in your motherfucking mouth. Like, she lucky all she got was a push. And that's the thing. Like, these white motherfuckers in general, my nigga, white people, and I ain't excluding none of you motherfuckers on this one. Because, like, I be trying to tiptoe around that shit. Because, like, as the black community, this is something that we all do too. Nigga, we love to try to, like, make white people feel comfortable and shit. I'm not talking about all white people. I'm only talking about the racist ones. No, I'm pro-black, but I'm not anti-white. Fuck that shit. I'm talking to all white people. Every single one of you motherfuckers. Y'all don't have no fucking sense of accountability, my nigga. Like, y'all motherfuckers got this fucking privilege that y'all walk around with. And y'all gonna have to calm that shit the fuck down. Or niggas gonna start calming that shit down. And that's the fucking thing. And this is something that when I talk to niggas, like, nigga, like, we really gonna have to really start checking that shit. Like, whatever it's gotta be, it's gonna have to be that shit, my nigga. Like, niggas gonna have to stop being motherfucking scary when it come to them. Like, and I just mean this shit, like, on the realest of shit, my nigga. Like, we really gotta stop being scared of they motherfucking ass. Because niggas will talk all that shit. Niggas be gangsters a motherfucker when it come to the niggas. Like, them motherfuckers in Florida, them motherfuckers shooting each other just left and right, nigga. Oh, you kill us, we gonna kill y'all. Back and forth, nigga. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Make some songs, dish your dead homies, piss on your motherfucking grave and all that shit. But Zimmerman's still alive. How fucking gangster are you, my nigga? When you can do all that killing of a nigga that look like you, but a white motherfucker come and do the most disrespectful shit in the world. Kill your motherfucking baby. These motherfuckers hopped out the car, dumped Tamir Rice out like it wasn't shit, nigga. Tamir Rice, 12 motherfucking years old. Cop jumped out the car, smoked his ass like he was a 40-year-old motherfucker with 2 shotguns in his hand. And we ain't do shit. Motherfucker ran up on 16-year-old Trayvon Martin, killed him in the motherfucking street, sold the gun. He probably on Twitter right now talking shit. That nigga fucking Zimmerman is the most disrespectful motherfucker to ever walk this motherfucking earth. But he's still alive though. But we gangster. Y'all niggas do all that shit. All that gangster shit to each other. but Zimmerman still alive. Nigga, y'all niggas scared of white people, dog. Tell me I'm wrong. All these motherfucking gangsters shooting each other, shooting niggas that look just like them. Some motherfuckers, like, literally, dog, I know of motherfuckers personally who done killed niggas that's related to them because they was from across the street. How many of these motherfucking police officers your ass done did that to? Or white motherfuckers that did some disrespectful shit or said some disrespectful shit? It be crickets, my nigga. Like, motherfuckers don't be that gangster when it come to them. And that's the reason that we get the treatment that we get. That's the reason they do us how they do us. Because they get away with shit and they ain't never been punched in their motherfucking mouth. Like, that's the fucking thing, dog. I just hate to fucking see it. You know, because, like, it's a lot of pro-black motherfuckers that be online. You be pro-black than a motherfucker. You be, nigga, black everything. Nigga, red, black, and green koofies. And you be posting all that chakra shit and all type of... Niggas be revolutionary but gangster and all that shit. Until a white motherfucker come up. Until they see the motherfuckers at they job. Now you not pro-black no more. Or now you trying to tiptoe around your pro-blackness. Now you just kind of pro-black. Now, well, you know, I'm pro-black, but I don't agree with everything Farrakhan says. Oh, you know, Farrakhan is cool, but you know, it's a lot of stuff I don't really agree with. You know, I like Malcolm X, but you know, it's a lot of stuff he said that was a little too radical for me. Like, you be hard as fuck around your homies. But when your white coworkers come around, you not that fucking pro-black no more. You know, and that's that shit I don't like. You know, this is the reason. There's a lot of motherfuckers who, you know, I kind of fuck with them, but I don't really fuck with them. Because niggas be diet pro-black. Niggas be a diet revolutionary. Niggas be revolutionary junior. And that shit not sexy to me, my nigga, because it's like, the reason we get treated how we get treated is because we don't hold motherfuckers accountable. Just like with the whole Joe Biden in office and shit, my nigga. Like, Joe Biden was able to do this shit because we didn't hold his motherfucking ass accountable. We don't hold the Democrat Party accountable. We don't hold the Republican Party accountable. We don't hold nobody we vote for accountable. We just let shit slide. We don't go for what's right and what's wrong. We go for what's better or for what's worse. We go for the lesser of the motherfucking two evils. We got to get off that shit. In general, when it comes to everything, all aspects of life, my nigga, we really gonna have to start moving on what's right and what's wrong. Everything else is the fuck out the window, my nigga. When it come to shit like this, like this guilty verdict, if this motherfucker don't do at least 30 years, nigga, we should turn the fuck up again. Just to let these motherfuckers know we not playing, dog. That officer that killed fucking Dante Wright, my nigga. Like, it should always be this same type of shit. When we have these cases where the cop was caught red-handed doing some bullshit, like, they should understand that if this don't go the way these motherfuckers want that shit to go, these niggas gonna turn up. Nigga, we gonna have to do something to hold these motherfuckers accountable, because we know if this shit is on some bullshit, these niggas gonna be on some other shit. And we can't afford to have these niggas on some other shit. You know, and this is just how motherfuckers should move around through life. Like, this is what power is, my nigga. Power is the ability to reward or punish. Like, the reason we get treated how we get treated is because we don't have the power to punish nobody. Or we don't have the ability to punish nobody. Or we don't have the balls to punish nobody. Your kids gonna be disrespectful to you as long as they feel like you ain't got the balls to punish them. The police, white people talk to them motherfuckers crazy because they feel like the police don't have the balls to punish them. That's the reason white people be turning up on the motherfucking police all the time. Because in their eyes, they're like, nigga, you ain't gonna do shit to me. I'm white. You're not gonna hit me with your billy club. I'm white. You're not gonna shoot me. I'm white. You know, and the police understand that shit as well, my nigga. Because something that's crazy, nigga. I'm on episode 99 and I ain't never really talked about this shit. Like, the police ain't finna kill no white person because they know if George Floyd was black, they would have fried Derek Chauvin. Like, if a white cop kill a white person, like, especially, like, let's just say if George Floyd name was like Sarah Jerbinski, nigga, they would have hung Derek Chauvin. Like, they don't play that shit when it come to no motherfucking white people, my nigga. Like, nigga, you kill a white person, oh, there will be hell to pay. Like, I was talking to my wife about this shit not too long ago, my nigga. White people don't play that shit. Nigga, when they motherfucking candidate lost, them motherfuckers stormed the Capitol. Like, they'll show you about some gangster shit. They'll show you about accountability. Them motherfuckers show you what you do when something don't go in your motherfucking favor. Nigga, when people do some bullshit to white people, oh, nigga, Boston Tea Party, my nigga. Fucking the French Revolution, the Revolutionary War. Like, nigga, them motherfuckers, they'll turn the fuck up. You know, they can't really fuck with us hand to hand. We'll beat their ass, nigga, one on one in a squabble. But, nigga, when them motherfuckers get done wrong, oh, nigga, they gonna go do some bullshit. Like, I forgot the name of that motherfucker. He got a ranch up in Nevada. His name escapes me. But basically this motherfucker hadn't paid his land tax for some years. And the people went up there, like the sheriffs went up there. Nigga, that motherfucker had his partners and they all got a little militia together. Them niggas was ready to shoot it out with the police and they backed the police down, my nigga. I can't think of that motherfucking name right now. But he had a ranch up in Nevada. And they backed the police down. Like, white motherfuckers, when they don't play that shit, they don't play that shit, my nigga. They understand. Nigga, they gonna hold motherfuckers accountable. They gonna trip out when it's time to trip out. And we need to be the same motherfucking way, my nigga. I'm not saying we all need to, strap up and go storm the White House and no shit like that. But, nigga, when motherfuckers do some bullshit to us, nigga, we need to react accordingly, my nigga. We need to act accordingly. Because I ain't the one, my nigga. Like, just thinking about that shit, like, it's gonna be kamikaze when a mine get knocked down on some bullshit by a punk ass cop or some stupid shit. I'm letting that shit slide, my nigga. And that should just be us in general. Like, I feel like a lot of shit wouldn't have happened if we wouldn't have let Zimmerman slide, my nigga. And I mean that honestly, dog. If we'd have knocked Zimmerman down, a lot of shit would be different. A lot of motherfuckers will understand accountability. A lot of motherfuckers will understand cause and effect. Because we teach our kids this shit. If our kids do something wrong, we lay hands upon them. If somebody in the street do something wrong, we react accordingly. But when it come to these motherfuckers doing something fucked up, we let that shit slide, my nigga. We all peace. Everything is a peaceful protest. We're gonna protest, but we're not gonna try to make you feel too uncomfortable because, like I said, nigga, we respect that gangster. Niggas be talking that shit about how they ain't scared of these motherfuckers, but you show that shit in your actions. You show that shit in how you change your motherfucking voice when they walking around. You be talking to your homeboys, yeah, nigga, whoop-de 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 whoop. Then Billy walk by and you like, yes, Marcus. Today when I get off of work, I'm going to drink a white Zinfandel and I'm going to listen to some classical music. And then that motherfucker turn the corner, you like, yeah, nigga, I ain't scared of Billy motherfucking ass nigga. Fuck Billy. But when Billy's standing there, nigga, you're speaking in this way. Everybody who knows me personally knows that I don't change my motherfucking voice for no goddamn body. I don't give a fuck who it is. Period. Nigga, the only time you gonna get any type of motherfucking voice from me is in a job interview because you got some money for me. But trust me, my nigga, once you shake my hand and say you hired, good looking out, homie. I appreciate the job. I was just talking like that so I can get this motherfucking money. But now, introducing Yung Dolemite. And that's the thing, my nigga. Like, you shouldn't be afraid to be yourself around no motherfucking body. You know, like, that shows that they have power over you. You know, like when a motherfucker got you, you know, because what they call it, code switching. You know, the ability for a nigga to change his motherfucking voice depending on who he talking to. I don't even believe in that shit. Because them motherfuckers don't got a code switch for nobody. Them motherfuckers don't talk different around you. And me, if they do, I check they motherfucking ass. Because a lot of time when they do that shit, I feel disrespected. I don't like when a motherfucker feel like he gotta, hey bro. Don't fucking bro me, nigga. And everybody who know me know I do that shit, nigga. You not finna fucking be relatable to me like I'm some type of fucking child, my nigga. You ain't gotta fucking baby talk me, my nigga. Because that's what I feel like you doing when you do that shit. Like when you talk to white people and the motherfuckers be like, what's up, brother? What's your motherfucking brother, nigga? You ain't gotta talk to me like that, nigga. Talk to me like you talk to them motherfuckers. Don't fucking bro me, my nigga. Because I feel like it's the same as when you see a little baby and you be like, googie giggle giggle giggle. Don't fucking do that shit to me. Cause I don't even do that shit to babies, my nigga. Cause you know, everybody who know me know, my nigga, I respect everybody the same way. Even children. I don't even baby talk little kids, my nigga. Like, I talk to my kids the same way I talk to everybody. I talk to my kids just like this. Might use a little less profanity, but I talk to my kids regular. Even when they was babies, I talk to them regular. Cause like I should tell my wife, I don't really like talking to my kids like babies because I don't want them to think that that shit is cool. I want them to talk regular. Cause I be feeling like a lot of times when people be baby talking babies, that makes them feel like that's the way they should talk and they get that baby ass speech impediment. But that's like besides the point of what the fuck I'm talking about. But like, I don't like when a motherfucker try to hit me with that stupid ass jargon because I feel like that's disrespectful. But on the other end, niggas be liking to code switch for white people. And I think the shit that pisses me off more than anything, because it's not so much when you do it at work, like in front of your boss or supervisor or corporate and no shit like that. But I hate the motherfuckers that do that shit in front of a regular white person that got shit to do with shit. That shit makes me mad. Like if we at the movies and we talking to some white person come and talk to us like, hey bro, you guys are going to see fucking the Mortal Kombat movie? And the nigga be like, yeah man, we're going to see the fucking Mortal Kombat movie. Like, nigga, quit fucking white talking for this motherfucker. This nigga ain't no fucking body. You ain't got a fucking code switch for this motherfucker. Nigga, talk how you talk. You know, because like, and this is something that I've spoke about. Like, nigga, I'm running long as a motherfucker on this episode, but fuck it, nigga, I've been drinking this blue champagne. But yeah, like, nigga, I don't believe in code switching for these motherfuckers, especially if they ain't got no motherfucking money involved. Like, nigga, like, why is it that as the black community we really look at the way that we speak as some type of inferiority? Like, why is it that we think that speaking Ebonics is somewhat inferior? Because like I've heard motherfuckers like try to big bank hank you and talk like, don't call me white talking because I can speak properly. Like, bitch ass nigga, like, nigga, you ain't no better than me because you can pronounce your E's and R's and all of your letters. Give a fuck, nigga. Like, that shit don't make you no fucking better, my nigga. Because at the end of the day, no matter what the fuck or how the fuck I said what I said, as long as you understood what the fuck I said, that's all the fuck that matter. Because as much as you niggas want to hit a nigga with that code switch bullshit, no matter how you say it, my nigga, Ebonics is a beautiful language, dog. everybody could understand that shit. Think about all these rap songs niggas get locked up for. These niggas speaking in codes and still get locked up. So these white motherfuckers understand exactly what the fuck you said. So I ain't code switching for no goddamn body. I'ma talk how I fucking talk. Because I don't fear these motherfuckers. You know, and I feel like that's a lot of what got Derek Chauvin convicted. Because we showed these motherfuckers that we wasn't scared of their ass. That we was willing to hold their ass accountable for their motherfucking actions. That if they did some bullshit that was contrary to what the fuck our will was, we was gonna turn the fuck up. And that was a beautiful thing. You know, like that was the thing that I really liked in this whole shit. More than the fact that he got found guilty because, you know, for sure. It was more the reason that them motherfuckers gave on Fox News than the actual verdict. The fact that they really said out their mouth that the reason that he got found guilty was because the public was gonna turn up if he was found innocent. That shit was powerful as fuck. Because that shows that the people actually do have power. And I like that shit, dog. And I'ma drop the mic on that shit. If y'all hear that beat different, that's by my nigga 99 the Gorilla. Shout out to the great Nick Freeze from the Sports for You podcast at 99 Gorilla, NYNE number 9 Gorilla. My motherfucking homie, the brother of the super producer. You know, this his beat right here. But if you would like to support us financially, it's patreon.com/Townhouse Media. Town E House Media. Support all the Townhouse Media podcasts. Seriously, none other podcasts. Friday nights, 9 p.m. or whenever the fuck the super producer get around to it, cause he don't do it often, but when he do it, that shit be dope. So be on the lookout for that shit. Tuesdays at 6 p.m. the Sports for You podcast. Sports number 4 letter U, my favorite sports podcast with Mark, John Watson, and my nigga Nick Freeze, who did this motherfucking beat. The No Rules podcast, Wednesday evenings, 5 p.m. Pacific time, live on Facebook and YouTube, with Mark and Ill Will, the Gym Dropper, aka the Juice Crew or the Bloods. Sundays, the Cat vs. Dog podcast with myself, Yung Dolemite, and my co-host CJ. We in limbo, dog. I don't know when the fuck we gonna do that shit or if we gonna do that shit, but be on the lookout for the Cat vs. Dog podcast. Go back and listen to the old ones, motherfucker. They still funny. But you know, I think I might go back to doing these motherfuckers on Fridays. The Too Much Game podcast. If you hear, you already know, my nigga, I be sporadic with this shit. My schedule fucked up. You know, so, you know, follow me on social media. Instagram at Uncle Dolemite or at Too Much Game Podcast. On Twitter at Yung Dolemite. Clubhouse at Yung Dolemite. YUNGDOLEMITE. Like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. I don't know, my nigga. Cash at me, nigga. YUNGDOLEMITE. Think that's it. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too much game.